In the UK, the government's job retention programme, otherwise known as the Furlough scheme, was set up to help companies whose operations have been severely affected by coronavirus. It keeps jobs open to try to protect the economy. But not everyone has been able to get access to the scheme. Thousands are falling through the cracks, leaving them with next to no income and uncertain futures. Angela Barnes reports.
Lockdown is gradually easing, but it's far from business as usual in the capital and across the UK. Around 8 million people are now getting 80% of their wages, up to £2,500 per month, paid for by the government through its job retention scheme. But there are gaps in the policy, with tens of thousands of people missing out on the support, including Shetan, who recently changed jobs and can't be furloughed because he's not been on the payroll long enough, according to the government rules.
I've always paid my taxes, I've never ever taken any benefits, and I just feel that when the need has arisen for me to claim, I'm unable to.
Seasonal campsite warden Carl Miller and his wife are in the same position.
So at the moment, we have no income. We don't qualify for universal credit, so we've got no income at all.
There are also those who have been made redundant without being furloughed, as it's at the discretion of employers.
To me, that's wrong. Why should they decide who goes on furlough? I've paid tax and national insurance for 43 years.
Well, a campaign group called New Starter Justice has written an open letter to Chancellor Rishi Sunak. It's been signed by at least 63 cross-party MPs and thousands of affected members of the public, calling for the furlough scheme rules to be changed to include them and the others who have fallen through the cracks. In the meantime, nothing is certain for the groups of people missing out. But could the Chancellor provide a glimmer of hope?
He has been responsive before where gaps in policy have been pointed out. Although if you're simply not being paid as each day goes by, I appreciate that's not exactly the rock-solid reassurance that people need.
But for now, it's a case of campaigning for change and holding on to it happening. Angela Barnes, Euronews.
We spoke to the UK government about the furloughing scheme, and they told us it's prioritised helping the greatest number of people as quickly as possible, while ensuring schemes have sufficient fraud risks in place. Those that aren't eligible for the scheme can make use of a number of other measures. These include the strengthened welfare safety net, mortgage payment holidays and tax deferrals.